Hola from Sevilla. Hi, my name is Rosanna, and if you haven't been to my channel before, welcome. Today we are in Sevilla in Spain. So excited to go around with you. I'm gonna be here for a couple of days and also doing some day trips. Like Cordoba is a really popular one that I have booked already. Today we're just wandering the city. It's my first day here. I just arrived a couple of hours ago from London, and I am going to explore the Tower of Gold. Let's see if we can get there. I'm just gonna walk everywhere. Seems pretty fairly easy. 15-minute walk kind of everywhere is like fairly close from the city center. And also the Palacio, the Dueñas, which is I believe a museum. So let me get that a try. I'll show you around the city as we wander around. I see the Tower of Oro peak. Over on the right here, there is a pepper. Some really interesting bits about the Torre de Oro is that it was built in the earlier half of the 13th century, and it's octagonal. There's 8 sides to it. It's pretty cool. I haven't seen a fortress like this before. It's a military fortress, and it was originally built to control access to the waters. Cool bit of history in the first floor. It's a bit of a museum there with lots of like facts and like replicas of paintings to show discoveries, and then we're now walking up the second floor. Wow, this is a great view. Wow, you can see everything from up here. It's just amazing. It's a bit cloudy today and raining, but you can still see quite a fair bit. Absolute worth the visit. 3 euros donation is definitely quite all right. It's really, really good to see this historic fortress. You can also see that pepper we saw earlier. Pepper! I stopped by for a quick bite. I happened into this halal food Middle Eastern restaurant, and a lot of restaurants close in Spain in general during siesta time. So just watch out. It's 3 p.m. right now, and I'm hungry, and I'm afraid if I miss this window, I won't be able to get a proper meal in until 8 p.m. So I'm just gonna have a quick bite. And I have fries, a grilled bread with stuffed meat. Look what we found in Sevilla. And a mosaic piece on the street corner. So I finally made it in the Palacio de las Dueñas. I came on Monday, which is a free entry day at 4 p.m. and I have a slight regret of that because I waited for an hour. However, if you do want to go for the free entry on Mondays and you happen to be here on a day that is Monday, come early. That's the recommendation is that I got to, and I didn't. I came right at 4 and I had to wait until the second round, which was at 5 p.m. to get in. Palacio de Dueñas is a palace in Seville. It belongs to the House of Alba, and it was built in the late 15th century. It has a Renaissance style with Gothic and Moorish influences. It's really a beautiful mix of architecture and artistic heritage in the city. I'm going to share you a couple of shots all around, and let's get going. Having horses was not only a sign of being wealthy, but it was also a sign that you can move around the city very easily. The saddle behind me was used by the Empress of France, which is so cool. In some of the southern European cities, I've always seen like orange and citrus trees, and this is so beautiful. This is the lemon tree garden of this palace. And it's so amazing. I just love seeing all these lemons, and I'm not gonna lie, I've tried a lemon/orange or multiple when I was in like Portugal and Spain in the past. The ones that are like grown in this wild courtyard, they're very sour. Just a tip if you consider trying to take one. Entering in the center. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Love this. Oh my god, it's so intricate. You can really see the Moorish influences. You can look at like every single detail up close. A writing set of Morocco in the 20th century. Look at these colors. They're so pretty. This is hilarious. This guy's like, oh my god, I've never seen such a beautiful woman. This guy's like in his jiu-jitsu uniform. The really wonderful thing is that I really like how everything kind of looks like rooms. Like it's like somebody's living room and dining room with everything in it. It's not just like very museum-like. Of course, it's like blocked off, but it's very fun. And there's a mixture of like 19th, 20th, and even 21st century things. So it's like just a mix of everything. There's so many rooms like this. It's very fun to look at, and it's a little bit eclectic. And I've never seen, I don't think I've ever been to a museum in Spain before, so this is just a wonderful experience. This place is much bigger than I thought it was. Even the tiles are amazing. Love me the castle, lion, castle, lion, and repeating cascade. This is probably my favorite room, probably because the walls are pink. I love it. It's so beautiful. Everything from the ceiling to the walls to the furniture. It's definitely worth a visit. Maybe you don't necessarily have to line up on Monday, which is what I did, but there's so much more to see. For some reason, I didn't do like too much research, I just knew that this was like one place to visit. And I thought it was just like a courtyard for some reason and a garden, but there's tons of rooms and there's like art and everything, but it's displayed in such a spectacular Sevilla way. I am thoroughly impressed, and it's someplace I think I would even bring someone back with me if they wanted to see this. It's like compact, but yet there's so much to see. Love it. Well, thank you for joining me. I think we're gonna just wander the streets around Sevilla for the end of our very first day here. So I'm gonna walk around shops and all that, and end off my day. Maybe grab a little bit of food. So if you stay with me in the end, just see a little bit more about the streets of Sevilla. I'll see you tomorrow. These are so pretty. There's some shops here that are traditional flamenco dress. I just wandered upon this. I mean, I knew this is a place to visit. It's called the Setas de Seville. But as I was wandering from the Palacio, I happened across this. It's amazing. Apparently in the daytime and at night it's completely different. They do start putting the lights up, as you can see, at night. There is an entry fee to go upstairs, I believe. I don't think I'm going to go up all the way up to the rooftop, but I do think it's worth checking it out regardless and walking around the area. You can really basically see the whole thing even without going for that entry.
What do you recommend? How many people?
Okay, sure. That sounds good. Thank you.
On the left, we got some